Hey, twin.
And welcome back to
the Beautiful Twin Sisters podcast.
All my beautiful twin sisters.
Beautiful twin sisters. Beautiful twin sisters.
Sisters.
Wow. I love that intro.
Wow, the intro gets me every time, guys.
Who
Even
else
to
is
this day. Yeah.
Guys, it's the Coachella pod. Are you ready for this?
The long-awaited, or actually not that long-awaited because we're on top of it and Coachella just happened.
We are on this.
Mm-hmm.
We are filming basically as soon as we got back. We went to weekend one together. It was the two of us. Amber, who's me, Ashley.
Yep, that's me
twin,
right here.
And our brother, Andrew, our younger brother. The three of us all went to Coachella together for the first time ever. Because last year, the two of them went without me because I was doing my college thesis. Boo.
Boo.
So I joined for the first time. And boy, oh boy, was it a movie. Oh my goodness, do we have so much to fill you guys in on. Guys, buckle up your seats, get your matchas. We're about to spill the freaking green tea. Matcha.
Period.
And do not get it twisted.
Guys, I'm actually so excited for today's podcast.
Oh, also, before we really get into it, me and Ashley have our matchas today in the Nara Smith mugs.
Cheers.
So chunky. Divine, as always.
Yes.
And we're matching in orange tops, and I feel like we look more like twins than ever. Like, I'm looking at the viewfinder, I'm like, damn, why is there just two of us?
Yeah, we are twinning them right now.
Period. And we kind of have not crazy Coachella makeup on, but like we're both wearing purple-ish eyeshadow.
Yeah, we wanted to be like in the moment for this, you know? Coachella was like kind of wild. It is really interesting to just see influencers and celebrities out and about and all packed into one kind of large but also tiny space.
We started off our travels by flying into LA, which kind of makes no sense because Coachella's in Palm Springs, but we had a couple things we wanted to do in LA. Number one, Erewhon.
Yep, that was a big reason why I wanted to go to LA first.
We were just craving that Hailey Bieber
I was just
smoothie.
craving that Hailey Bieber smoothie, guys. Like, it's not even like that crazy of a smoothie. It's just, I just get such bad FOMO, I think, from TikTok, and that's really what it was. Second, I also really wanted to meet up with my YouTube partner manager. I feel like I didn't even know this as a YouTuber, but I'll try to explain it. Basically, once you are a YouTuber that is like more established, eventually you might get paired up with a YouTube partner manager, which is basically someone at YouTube that's there to help you out, help you with anything from like monetization not working, copyright strikes, more opportunities, just like fun stuff. And so I've had a partner manager for a couple of years now, and I recently had it change. And I literally got like pulled up to, am I even allowed to like say this?
Yes.
Okay, I got pulled up to like top creators, which was so cool, period. And my partner manager, Margie, is like so freaking amazing. Bowing down to Margie because she helped put together this whole weekend basically for us. And so I wanted to meet up with her for the first time because I kind of had that switch pretty recently. Also, shout out to my old partner manager, Vic, who I freaking love. Margie is out in LA, and we also wanted to go meet up with her, obviously.
Because she set up this whole deal. Like, she got all three of us siblings artist passes for the weekend, which is crazy.
Yeah.
That's like the highest tier of tickets that you can have. So she really put together quite a bit for us.
Artist guest passes, though, not artist passes.
Artist pass
would be like backstage, like
Justin
legit.
Bieber. Mm-hmm. Next year, maybe.
But guest basically gives you access to like kind of behind the stage, and they have trailers with like nicer bathrooms. There is a section closer to the stage where you can obviously have a really good view, and you're just around more celebrities, which is, to me, that's one of like the craziest perks, is just like seeing other people that are there. And so it was really, really exciting because last year we had VIP tickets, which
surprisingly are a lower tier.
Yeah, surprisingly the VIP is a lower tier, but those were actually amazing still. And the VIP is like anyone from the public can just buy it. Whereas I think artist guest passes, you're like not really supposed to be able to buy those, although they are somehow sometimes for sale, but like for really expensive. I think like artist guest passes could be like $3,000 or $4,000, and the VIP is maybe like $1,200. So they're kind of expensive all around, but that's the vibes.
I didn't even know the freaking, wow, okay.
Yeah, and I think GA is maybe like 600.
That is still
They're all
crazy.
expensive. They're all expensive no matter what. Yeah.
Bro, that's why we got YouTube to send us there for free, and it's lit. We got
I know.
the
I
epic
literally
deal.
was like, wow. Because it's so hard to come across the artist guest passes in general because they're just more rare, obviously. And just getting them is a whole thing in itself. So to be offered that was so freaking crazy.
Yeah.
And have all the siblings be having that opportunity was just like so wild.
Yeah, so we went into this weekend like so excited because that's
we
like
were
a
hyped.
whole. That's like one of our craziest opportunities we've like ever gotten ever.
I mean, for sure.
For sure.
This is like the culmination of like us doing YouTube for years and years and years is like, whoa, we're finally at Coachella. We have these crazy passes and just, it was so wild. And I genuinely cannot even believe that we went. Like, I am so grateful for everyone at YouTube and also grateful for you guys that are freaking watching because it's all due to you.
Yay!
Yeah. And what I must say, I must give a little shout out to YouTube because I do not see any other platforms doing stuff like this for their creators. Like YouTube literally has a whole section behind Coachella that's like dedicated to their YouTube creators. They obviously assign partner managers, which I don't think there's anything like that for other platforms. And they just really go above and beyond to make sure that their creators are doing well and giving them like amazing opportunities. And I feel so lucky to be like a YouTuber at heart. You guys know that's my platform. Like I am a YouTuber. So
Period. Even as we do this
Cheers.
podcast, it's on YouTube mostly. That is like the main platform that we enjoy making it for because obviously the videos are more lit than anything.
Period.
Shout out to the Spotify listeners though. You guys holding down the fort as well.
yes, I also do love Spotify.
I do love freaking Spotify. It's so good. Anyways, so yeah, we flew into LA to meet with Margie to get some Erewhon. We got that freaking smoothie.
Mm-hmm.
We also immediately went to Venice Beach for some reason because when we flew into LAX, it's like pretty close to the beach. So we're like, let's go to the fucking beach for no reason.
And have you been to Venice before or no?
I think like once. I've like barely been to LA and I went to school in Orange County, California, which is like 30 minutes away. And we've never gone too much into LA. So I think this was maybe my second time going to Venice, but obviously first time at the beach. And I did not know how certain beach scams work. Guys, this is about to be a crazy story.
Guys, another scam story because we love to get scammed out here. Also, update on my scam. I kind of figured it out, but I think the verdict is I'm like getting partially scammed.
It's not getting fully fixed.
In a way, but like also not. But like I'm just chilling and I'm enjoying life and money is just an object. So who cares?
Money is just an object. Is that how the saying goes?
I don't fucking know how to say that.
Anyways.
Money is just a construct.
Anyways,
it's getting worse. Okay.
We love getting scammed, and I got scammed at Venice Beach. Let me tell you the story. I had not picked my Coachella outfits yet, so I was kind of on the hunt for like any fun shirt that I could wear. Like I was like, maybe I could wear a really goofy outfit to Coachella. So as we were walking along the Venice like pier or whatever, there's all these stores that sell really funny graphic tees, and some of them say like Among Us jokes or like my wife and stuff like that. Like I don't know, it's like those classic like really stupid t-shirts. But I found the perfect one and it says, I come, I fucked it up, I leave, which is crazy. The first line being I come sounds sus. I'm sorry that I said it so loud.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking that. You just made it sus, girl.
Never mind, guys. Pretend I didn't focus on that.
Okay.
So I was like, damn, that's perfect. What if I wear that to Coachella? That'd be so funny. Or just in general, I want to own that shirt.
Yeah.
So I like pick it up and I'm like ready to check out. And then the guy at the store is like, do you know how our custom printing works? And I was like, what does that mean? And he was like, you pick any print in the store and I will custom print it for you on any shirt of your choice in 30 seconds. It's an amazing deal. Like, oh, this is so cool that it gets to be custom printed for you. And I was like, okay, I actually don't give a fuck, but like, I guess I'll do it.
Like every single shirt in that store was blank, but then they just had like
Print options you can choose.
Print options all on the walls, which pretty much in every store along like that Venice strip was doing the same thing.
Yeah, they all kept being like, do you know about our custom printing? And I was like, why are you guys freaking out about this?
Yeah.
But anyways, I was like, the shirts are funny. I want one. So I picked that print and I pick a pink shirt, which is paper thin. It has like sun bleaching on it from sitting out in the sun for like 10 years probably. It's such poor quality, but I'm like, it's a funny shirt. It's going to be cheap. Like, I don't really care. And so then we go to, this is actually a horrible.
Okay, also, what has me so dead is Amber had to walk up to the guy and be like, can I have the print that says, I come, I fuck shit up, I leave?
And he was like, of course.
He no hesitation. Yeah, totally got you.
Yeah, that was one of the more tame shirts in the store, to be honest.
Really?
There were some crazy ones.
Okay.
A lot of like Trump shirts in there, actually. Pretty interesting.
They weren't Trump shirts. They just had like the American flag.
You weren't looking in the same sections I was.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he goes to like print the shirt, and I see him like push down the press thing, and like I hear the print being made, and he shows it to me, and I'm like, oh, perfect. And he's like, I can offer you something extra as well. I can give you a sealant coating on the top so that it's better protected. Like when you wash it, it won't peel as badly. And I was like, okay, interesting. And he's like, it's usually $15. I'll give it to you for $5. And I was like, I actually don't like the vibe of you giving me this like discount right now. Like that's when it started seeming sus. But I was like, sure, give me that extra protection for $5. Like, what do I care? It's probably making the price go from like $15 to $20. So that's not a huge deal to me. And then I'm like, he showed me the shirt before he did it. And I remember what it looked like. And then he presses the thing down again, and I hear the noise, and he comes back and shows me it. It's the exact same, I swear to God. And I was like, that was a fake deal for $5 for sure. Like, he definitely just pressed the thing down, did not put any extra coating on the shirt, and was like, $5, please? And I was like, oh, okay, this is getting weird. And so at that point, I'm so far in, he's already making my shirt. As we're about to check out, he hands us a coupon, and he says, here's a coupon if you want a second shirt. I'll only charge you for the print and not the physical t-shirt. And I'm like, okay, what the hell does that mean?
Yeah, so apparently the pricing was you pay for the print plus you pay for the t-shirt, we learned.
So then at that point, I'm like, how much do both of those things cost?
Yeah, or I was thinking that I was going to get a shirt. So then I was like, oh, how much is, because we were like, wouldn't it be so funny if we twinned like how we are right now? So I asked, well, how much is the print on her shirt? And he's like,
he points to the list of prices, and the price for just the print, not even the shirt, was like $45.
$45.99.
Literally. And we're like, oh.
For
like,
just the print.
Yeah. So we're like, okay, this is not good. So then we look closer at the like microscopic list of prices that he has in front of him, and we see that a t-shirt by itself costs $20. So in total, it's like, what is the math? $65? Yes, $65 plus $5 for the print thing. And so it comes out to like $80 somehow. I don't know how, because he totaled it to $70, then somehow adds $10 of tax, which doesn't make sense either. And it ends up being $80. And we're like, okay, so how many different scams are going on here? Because I got a fake $5 scam, tax $10 is another scam. And let me show you the shirt that I got. Can you hold this for me?
Yes.
Here's the final shirt. I come, I fuck shit up, I leave. $80 for this. You can literally like see through it. It's already kind of disintegrating in my hands. And that was $80 of my life that I'll never get back. So,
And she paid that Acme Studios pricing.
literally, I'm like, I could have gotten like an expensive Coachella outfit for that price. But instead, no, I gave it to some shady man.
And you
Venice
didn't even
Beach.
wear it.
Yeah, and I haven't even worn it since. So thank you to that man at Venice Beach for stealing my $80. Honestly, I would rather pay $80 for that shirt than something designer. So kind of worked out for me anyways. But yeah, so that was a crazy start to our trip. Was like we get off the freaking plane, go to Venice Beach, immediately get scammed, go to Erewhon, basically get scammed with their prices. We were feeling pretty good, honestly, at the start of our trip.
We're actually just chumps.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, so we're just chumps.
Yeah. We love to fall for the most expensive prices of all time. But anyway, so we stayed in LA for like 2 days. And then we drove down to Orange County to meet our brother because he goes to school there. So we were going to meet up there, then drive to Palm Springs. And as we pull up to Andrew's house to pick him up, what do we see?
He's freaking DJing in his garage.
He just bought a DJ set and he's going ham. And he keeps calling us and saying like, guys, I found my true passion. I love DJing. And I'm like, yes, because I feel like Andrew makes sense as a DJ. So I'm like, but please, like, if you can be a DJ, like, that's your perfect job, I feel like.
No, it's so cute. He's like so happy. He got his first Pioneer DJ set like from one of his friends.
Yeah.
And then he has it set up literally on the frattiest table I've ever seen, first of all, in his garage. And then when we pull up, he's like, boom, 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 with like the headphones on. And then he played us a full DJ set. So thanks, Andrew.
It was crazy. He
It was actually really good.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this is great.
He also tells us a funny story about the first day he tried DJing in his garage. He was worried about like making noise in his neighborhood. So he was playing it like pretty tame. And then he saw one of his neighbors walk over and he was like, oh shit, I'm about to get yelled at. And I guess the neighbor walks up and goes, hey, could you turn that up? And then Andrew was like, oh yeah, like, let me turn it up. So I guess like his neighborhood, or at least that one neighbor, loves his DJing.
Yeah.
Which like, bro, if that happened to me, I would be hyped.
He got so lucky.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
So now Andrew's like so happy DJing.
Yeah.
And on top of that, he also, out of all three of us, probably enjoys like the music festival scene the most out of all of us.
Yeah, at Coachella, he is
In his element.
thriving. He's in his element. Like, what makes me feel okay about going to Coachella is that I know Andrew will be there and he will be our rock and
Yeah.
he will guide us and he will have the endurance to get through the whole day, the whole night, be totally fine, and like show us around the festival, do the whole thing. So Andrew is really on the festival goer vibes. He just is like so outgoing and energetic that I feel like it works. And so I could really see him being a DJ. I think that would also be hilarious.
Right? DJ
Yeah.
Drew. I don't know
DJ
what
Drew.
name he would have, but
Well, DJ Drew kind of already is his name in my head.
right?
But
I mean, who knows? He might pick something else one day.
Yeah.
But I don't even mean to say that Andrew goes to a lot of festivals. I think he's only been to Coachella with us, like
yeah, that's
those
it.
2 times, and that's it, pretty much.
That's
but
literally
he,
it.
But he loves Coachella,
Yeah.
so that's always really fun. So we met up with Andrew, and then we drove to Palm Springs. He drove us there, which is crazy. He's like our little brother. It was our first sibling road trip,
Mm-hmm.
kind of, and it was like at midnight, and we were all so tired.
Yeah.
But we made it.
But it was a fun trip. And when we got to the hotel, it was so cool because we got put up in our hotel by ATEEZ, who also styled me. And the whole hotel was like decked out with ATEEZ posters and paintings, and our room had little ATEEZ goodies. They gave me like a suitcase that was filled with a ton of like snacks and clothes and just like really fun stuff. And that was my first time going on, I guess, a brand trip in a way where you go into the hotel room and there's stuff on your bed. Do you know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like, you know how you see people do that? It was my first time ever having that. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, I feel like I see people do that. I'm like, that's literally my dream. And then we walk in and we're like, oh my God, like it's
Yeah.
actually happening. Because I feel like we are obviously, I feel like just normal people in my head. And then we walk in and we're like, why are we getting treated like this? Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing here?
It is wild.
It is crazy. So that was epic. And then basically we just immediately fell asleep. And then that was the start of day 1 of Coachella. Day 1 was crazy. We had a lot of, because we were there with like YouTube and ATEEZ, we had
A lot of different things to go to and also to do. So surprisingly, it was like a good mix of work and fun, if that makes sense. But I felt like initially when I got there, I was low-key stressing because I had a lot of stuff to do work-wise, actually, and we will get into that. But yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like when you get invited there, obviously you have to like also give something back to like the brands that brought you.
Yeah.
So I was there with YouTube, you were there with YouTube and ATEEZ, and then Andrew as a +1 is lit.
Yeah, he was just doing his thing.
Yeah, but which is good because he's probably the one that wants to just like go enjoy things the most. But so I've also never been there, so my stress is like crazy because I'm like, I don't know what's going on, and like we have to like do stuff on the spot. So we go to day 1.
Day 1, I think getting ready is what is sometimes a little crazy, but I also love it. Like Coachella morning, you're like, ooh, you're getting festival ready, you're doing crazy makeup, you're doing your hair last minute. ATEEZ had this really cool kind of party in the backyard of the hotel, so I got my hair braided and they like stuck little pearls on it and helped do our hair, which was super fun. And then we were on our way to Coachella, which the drive is always the part that I look forward to the least, actually. And we decided to drive ourselves rather than take the shuttle because also sometimes the shuttle is really slow or hard to catch at the end of the day. And sometimes it's just easier to park and then be able to find your car. And we got a little bit lucky. Andrew not so much, if that makes sense. Would you like to explain why?
Yeah. So Andrew tore his ACL and meniscus a couple months back.
Yeah.
And he's since gotten surgery and is recovering. But the recovery process takes like a full year. So he's still kind of limping like crazy. So I don't know if Coachella like really made sense for him to go to, but he was powering through. But because of that, he has like a disability placard on his car. So he gets to park in like disability parking.
Yeah, because this man... They actually couldn't repair his meniscus, so he is meniscus-less.
For the rest of his life?
For the rest of his life, I guess. And then his ACL surgery was really recent. So you are supposed to walk on it, I believe, to like help heal it. But at the same time, like this dude is kind of just like dragging his leg around. So,
and it hurts him. Like he's like in pain.
He's like in pain. So... Because of that, lucky for me and Amber, we got to sit in the car with him and he got handicap parking. So kind of sucks that he has it in a way, but also for Coachella, it was kind of lit.
Yeah.
So,
but the thing is, like, Coachella is still like so much walking. And even though we got disability parking, it's like a hike to get place to place.
yeah, well, there is a shuttle that we didn't take. There's a disability shuttle that we didn't
know?
figure out how to use until the last day. When we weren't even there, it was just Andrew. But it's okay.
So there was a lot of things to figure out, and I felt so bad. Andrew's like hobbling behind us the whole time as we're walking
But by
around.
year number 3, guys, we got it down. By next year, we'll be good.
Yeah. But so day 1, who were the artists? We saw Sabrina Carpenter was the first one we saw.
Mm-hmm.
We saw her outro, which was crazy. Let me tell you guys.
What was her outro for her one song?
Her song Nonsense. The outro was, what was it? I'm all about the balls, I'm Cinderella. Only use my mouth, that's a cappella. Thanks so much for coming, Coachella. Something like that, where she was like,
Okay.
Thanks for coming. Like, she said
Girl,
everything
you're
she could.
obsessed with this one. It's not that deep.
Sabrina made it that deep.
No, you are making it that deep. You just
She
did it
did
earlier.
it.
You're
No.
like, I come, I fucked it up.
Because...
Girl, it's fine.
No,
It's
but-
part of the English language, like, damn.
No, she could have said thanks for having me, Coachella, but she chose to say thanks for coming, Coachella. She said something like thanks for coming for me. Like, it was whack. Anyways, she goes crazy with that, and we saw it live, but in person, we, like, didn't hear it properly, so we're like, like, all we heard was Cinderella, and we're like, oh, it was so tame this year. Like, maybe she decided not to make it crazy.
Yeah.
But actually, listening back on our video, we were like, oh, this is actually crazy.
Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know, she always does a different rendition of the end of her song Nonsense, so we were really looking forward to her ending for Coachella because we thought it would be hype.
And we were making up guesses of what it would be before. Or you guys weren't, but I was I was trying to think it would rhyme with like hella, fella. I can't even say my guesses because they're so inappropriate. I don't want to, not so inappropriate, but like I don't want to put my things out there. Sabrina can do her thing. I am not gonna. And then we saw Peso Pluma, who's a Latin artist. So good.
Peso Pluma is literally one of my favorite artists, and we got to freaking see him on day 1, and that was crazy. And I couldn't even sing along to any of his songs because I can't speak Spanish, but I love him, and so that was really cool.
Yes, period. And I forget if it was before or after, but we saw Lil Uzi, who was so silly. He was crazy.
He was so silly, bro. He's dancing so funny, and so he did that death drop.
Guys, did you see the death drop on TikTok?
Lil Uzi death drop.
It was crazy.
Yep.
And the like voguing. So good. We also saw ATEEZ, which is a K-pop group. We did not know many songs by them.
know ATEEZ, but I don't really know their songs, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
All their songs have a very similar vibe where it's like really like intense K-pop. And so I actually didn't really think I was gonna like their set very much, but they low-key killed it.
Yeah. They were funny. They were so good at dancing and singing live. Like, I don't even know.
I mean, that's what they're trained to do their whole life, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, it was just crazy to watch, though. We're like, wow. And we were there with our friends Erika and her friend Kayla and who else? I guess it was just Erika
Yeah, it
and
was
Kayla
just
at
the
that point.
siblings, yeah.
And the siblings. Oh my gosh, we didn't even talk about day 1. We met so many people. It was kind of influencer palooza.
Yes.
Who do we see? We saw Bretman Rock.
Well, when we first walked in, the first people that we saw were pretty much the full Ha family. So Evelyn, Erika, Emily, which also, they're all E names, like how we're all A names.
Yeah.
Which is really funny.
So we were just immediately like family collab meetup.
Yeah, I was like, wait, guys, like we have to take a picture. And it was really funny because I feel like Andrew hasn't met all of them before.
I don't know if he's met any of them.
Yeah. So to have like the full, like both trios together was so funny. And we got like the funniest group picture ever.
Yeah.
And then from there, literally it was just like bam, 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 like left and right, like so many influencers. It was crazy. We saw Bretman Rock, Lorray. Who else do we see?
Quenlin
Blackwell.
Yeah. Quen. Period.
Question mark.
And then apparently James Charles walked by us and I didn't see that. That was the one person I wanted to see at Coachella.
Yeah, he's kind of like the iconic Coachella legend. He's haunting Coachella and we did not get to see him, so.
I mean,
dang.
I think like Evelyn was like, oh yeah, he just walked by. And I was like, where?
Wait, really?
Yeah, I think she was like, I literally just saw him. I was like,
that's crazy.
point him out next time.
Well, anyways, it was so funny to see all the hot sisters because I love them. And we are all on that same trio vibe.
And speaking of trios, later we met up with the whole Titus family, Kirsten, Erika, and their brother Jacob.
Yeah.
That was another crazy family meetup.
Bro, I also love the Titus family. I just feel like our vibes are like immediately just like so good together.
Yeah.
And they're all so funny and so nice that I'm like, wow, like, gosh, I just love a sibling trio. And like the double trios are so fun. And yeah, it was so fun. So fun.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I love their TikToks. And so then meeting them, I'm like, oh my God. But they're also like so funny and like normal and nice in real life. And then we are just on that sibling vibe. So
wait, you met Erika before that or no?
I met Erika during New York Fashion Week. She was here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I forgot. We like went and got KBBQ at like 3 a.m.
You know us girls.
Like this.
We are just like this.
I actually forgot. Wow. That was kind of recent.
That was pretty recent. February, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've never met the other Titus siblings, and that was fire.
Yeah, the first time I met Kirsten and Erika was at a Sony event in New York like a couple years ago. And I remember immediately we were just like friends.
Yeah.
Like we just saw each other and we're like friends.
Period.
Yeah.
It's so epic. But so we watched ATEEZ with Erika, and
I mean, her and Kayla were so into it. It's so funny.
Yeah.
They really like the one song that goes...
Bouncy?
Yeah, slow it down, make it bouncy. And they were like... It was so funny. They're so funny.
They were standing behind us filming the whole thing, and the whole time they're like, oh, like just filming it. I was like, damn, that was so funny. But also, like, I loved it too. That was so good.
Yeah.
And then everyone after the show told each other their biases. And I guess, because Ashley was goofy with this. You were like... Your favorite guy was the one that just had his shirt off.
That wasn't why he was my bias, bro. It's just because I feel like his face just looked more like classically like handsome and more like
so true.
More like chiseled. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it was funny because Ashley just chose like the front man who's like super buff and had his abs out, and I was like, what the? But it was funny.
And what about it?
My favorite, I don't know how to describe him, but he basically, and I'm not even trying to be crazy, I swear, I also didn't have my glasses on, so maybe my vision was like doing crazy things, but there was like a Jungkook lookalike in the group. I don't know if that's like a known thing. He kind of had like the same hairstyle and I swear the same face shape. So I was like, I like that one.
Okay.
Because, you know,
because he looks more like Andrew. That's gross.
That is not why.
That's literally disgusting.
That's not why. I like Jungkook. Not my... That's so gross.
I'm sorry that I set you up like that.
Why would you do that to me? Oh, I think Kirsten said she liked the blonde guy who was like the dancer of the group.
Yeah.
I forget who else.
I don't know who Erika said she liked. I don't know if she ever said. Did she?
I forget.
But it's funny.
But yeah, that was fun. And we also took a sibling pic with the Titus family. Mm-hmm. And then what did we do? Lana came on at like midnight. And by that point, oh my God, we could not even like stand up. It was so exhausting. So we saw like a couple songs by Lana and then left. Apparently she brought up Billie Eilish. We would have never known.
I know. It's kind of sad that we missed that. But we were just so tired. And we also completely neglected to say that the main thing that I was like shaking in my boots for on day one was that I was filming a YouTube short with the CEO of YouTube, which is Neil Mohan. And I've actually met him a couple times at different YouTube events, but I've never had a full-fledged conversation with him. And I was like so nervous because I'm like, oh God, it's like the freaking CEO of YouTube.
Right? And you're like,
and obviously
filming.
It's like chill. Yeah. And I had to film with him. So I feel like kind of a lot was riding on that afternoon. I wanted to make sure like all my mics are good, all the footage looks good, and we filmed a mukbang pretty much, so I had to make sure that all the food was good and ready to go. And we actually had a lot of help. Like, a lot of the YouTube people helped me get all the food, so I didn't really have to worry about that, thank God. But I was just like, oh, I'm filming with the freaking CEO, even though he's so nice and like pulled up and he's so chill. He's like, oh, hey, like, what's up? Yeah, let's eat some food. And I was like, okay, it's fine. But like leading up to it, I'm just like, whoa, I get so nervous easily.
Like rightfully nervous.
Yeah.
Obviously. Yeah.
But literally I was like, ah.
Yeah, like the stakes were crazy, and then we were like rushing to get to Coachella, and you have to like pick up your tickets, find parking, walk, like find the area.
We were rushing. That was crazy. I was like, we were throwing attitude in the car. I was like, get the fuck out. And everyone's like everyone's yelling at each other in the car because we can't find our like wrist passes and we can't find parking and we don't know how to walk into the festival. And then we're like literally like jogging in Port Andrews, like on his torn ACL, and we're like trying to get to the right place to meet up with everyone. Yeah. But it worked out.
Andrew said, this weekend at Coachella was the first time he's jogged since getting his surgery. I felt so bad because we were running so late that he like had to kind of pick up the pace, and he's like, I have not jogged in like 5 months. And we're like, oh, this is crazy. Pray for Andrew. I think he's okay, but
yeah, I think he's good.
Yeah. You know what? It's all helping his knee get repaired, right?
I hope so. But anyways, the short went perfectly well. I actually had Neil try matcha, so that was fun. It was a Coachella matcha, which was not the best matcha, I will say that. It was like pretty light green, and I usually like a really dark green, but for Coachella matcha, it's like, what do you expect, you know? So I feel like that was pretty good. We also had burger pizza. Burger pizza.
But yeah, so day one, that was like our most hectic day of all time. But then we had day 2 of Coachella, which I personally was the most excited for because the lineup for that day was like so good. Like that was our day to like actually really listen to the artists. Who was playing? Grimes, Ice Spice, Palace, Blur, who is like one of my favorite groups of all time. I was like, the whole time I was like, I need to see Blur.
And what is Blur?
Blur is like a UK group from the 90s. And it's Damon Altman, who is notoriously a kind of interesting guy.
Oh, but, really?
Yeah, he's like kind of abrasive, but
okay.
He's also the front guy in Gorillaz. So like Blur kind of became Gorillaz. Like he's the same guy.
I've never heard of Blur, but once you said it was the singer for Gorillaz, then I was like, oh.
It'll be
so I
good.
feel like maybe that helps other people understand because I like the Gorillaz a lot.
Yeah. And the most popular song by Blur, which isn't one of my favorites, is the one that goes, woo! Woo! And so it's like really goofy, but they have like so many other songs such as Girls and Boys, Coffee and TV, Good Song, Me White Noise. Oh my God, I freaking love
Sugma, Tugma.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. But basically, I was like hyped, and I was also really nervous because I was like, I really want to see them. So I was nervous going into day 2 for that reason. But what did we even freaking do?
There was also Peggy Goo,
we
Korean queen, and we missed her. That's fine though.
And we missed Ice Spice,
I know,
which apparently was the celebrity meetup of the century.
Oh, because everyone came to watch her?
It was like Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, Sabrina Carpenter, Barry Keoghan. Every celebrity was in that audience. Justin Bieber. And we did not go. For what reason, I have no idea.
That feels bad. I think we were actually doing something at that time.
We had something. We were like at a different show, but I was like, really?
I think I was watching Palace.
And Palace was good.
I do really love Palace. They're kind of more of like an indie band, I feel like. And Ice Spice, Amber and I have actually already seen.
Front row.
We saw Ice Spice front row at a Bose event, which is crazy because these brands are like, let's just freaking have... We actually saw Ice Spice and
Pink
Pantheress front row.
That was pretty awesome.
Insane.
So yeah, for us going into Coachella, we were like, we've already seen this shit. We don't have to go. I'm just kidding. Ice Spice, so fire. But
I know, she's actually Ice Spice
queen.
I mean, we had a whole podcast pretty much dedicated to her. Wait,
Detotated WAM. Guys, have you seen a meme?
Inside joke unlocked.
Guys, there's a crazy, our Roblox and like Minecraft and gamer fans out there will know. There's this meme of this kid at like Minecon.
Yeah.
Or like some like gamer con. And it's like this little kid goes up to the Q&A panel and goes, how much detotated WAM should I have to serve? And he like loses his breath while talking. And they're like, what'd you say? And I guess he was trying to say, how much dedicated RAM should I put to my server?
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, that's actually like a really complex question. Like, why are you asking that?
Like, how much RAM do you need for your server? It's crazy. But he like effed up the question and it's so funny.
Yeah.
And then he's like, detotated WAM to server. So Andrew will always like randomly say, detotated WAM to server. And it would make no sense if you didn't know the video, but that's kind of an inside joke for us as well.
Shall we insert the clip?
Yeah.
Next question on this left side.
I was wondering, what's the recommended amount of detotated WAM I should have to a server?
And there you go. Yeah, so we love to say detotated anything. But anyway, so we skipped Ice Spice because we already saw her, and we literally missed out on all the celebrities, which is like one of the most fun parts of Coachella. I was dying to see some celebs. Did not see a single one, except for day 2. I saw Simu Liu right behind Ashley while we were watching No Doubt.
Yeah, he was a chiller.
I feel like, okay.
Although he was kind of like sitting on the barricade such that it would block everyone else behind him, question mark.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I feel like most of the celebrities at Coachella are trying to be so low key, not trying to be seen. Simu Liu pulls up, sits on the fence above everyone, blocking all the people behind him, basically begging to be recognized, I feel like, right? Like,
No, I think he was just like trying to see, but also like he's probably pretty tall in the first place, but if you're tired, I can understand just like wanting to sit somewhere,
I mean,
question mark.
all I've heard about Simu Liu as a celebrity is that he's pretty like self-centered. So I thought it was funny that he was like literally above everyone else. And I was like, I feel like he's trying to get like noticed. Anyways, that's just my personal opinion. I'm sorry.
AAPI representation. He is
There you go.
representing himself to everyone else there. So
Literally
it's on period.
AAPI king.
Bro, I mean, I haven't heard anything about him. I don't know. It seemed pretty like chill to me. He was just there. So
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
like not really a big deal.
I'm putting
It's
a whole
whatever.
storyline behind this, but I think
We're
people
making
say,
drama out of this for no reason.
because I've heard people say that Simu Liu is like kind of annoying. I don't know. Anyways,
I don't know. He seems nice. He's
I've-
friends with some of my actual mutual friends. So I don't want to...
but he's the only one I saw with my own eyes. Also, day 2, apparently, we missed Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift at Ice Spice, but apparently at the very end of the night when we were leaving, we were one of the last people to leave because we were like literally having so much trouble getting out, that we were one of the last people to leave Coachella. And I guess we didn't know like a lot of the celebrities also stay late so that they can leave in peace as well. So while me and Ashley are sitting on the ground on our phones, like trying to figure out how to get out, Andrew's standing up and like actually looking around. And I guess Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce walked right in front of us at Coachella. And we didn't see them. Like, me and Ashley are on our phones trying to figure out how to get out. And then as soon as they walk by and it's like the coast is kind of clear, Andrew's like, guys, there's Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. And we're like, what? Huh? And we look at where he's pointing, and I see like a mass of people. Not really a mass. It's just like 5 or 10 people who are so chill. And Andrew's like, they're right there. They're right there. Just look. They're still right there. Like, I can still see them. And I'm like, huh? And I'm like trying to see him. And then eventually they like all leave. And then Andrew's like, are you dumb? Like, they literally were right there. And I could have just seen them if I like actually focused my eyes a bit better.
Well, Amber just is notorious for having terrible vision
Yeah.
or even like not even having that bad of vision, but just still never being able to see.
Like, I cannot recognize faces at all. But so then Andrew's like, wow, you had so many, like a full minute to like detect them, and I just didn't.
I mean, I didn't even see them. I also think I ignored Andrew when he said that.
Yeah.
So I was just in my own world. I was really trying to find us way back home. So I was kind of
Locked in.
like locked in and talking to the people that work there. Like, can you please let us back in through this gate? Are things all the way over here? My brother tore his ACL. I don't want to make him walk 4 miles to go around the outside of the grounds. Like, it was a whole thing.
But it was
So-
crazy because I guess that Taylor and Travis literally walked an inch in front of us because, like, I guess we posed no threat. They were like, let's just walk literally right in front of them. And Andrew said Travis Kelce was so big and he would not stop saying it. Andrew was like, that guy is huge. Like, oh my God, he's like 7 feet tall and he's jacked. And Andrew would
Yeah.
not stop talking for like 20 minutes being like, He's gigantic.
Yeah, Andrew could not get over the sheer size of Travis Kelce. He was like, wow, that man is literally gigantic. And I was like, really? Because I feel like Taylor Swift is really tall.
Yeah.
For a girl, like, I feel like she's really tall. And Andrew was like, no.
He's huge.
Next to Travis, like, she's normal. She's even short. Travis is gigantic.
Yeah. And then I looked it up, and I guess Taylor Swift is like 5'11". And Andrew was like,
so tall.
Andrew was like, no, she looked like miniature. Like, she looked so tiny. And it was crazy. But so that's how we almost saw literally the most famous people in the world.
Yeah, I was just too busy minding my own damn business. And
Literally,
that's
which
crazy.
They're probably thankful for that. I mean, we wouldn't have done anything weird if we like actually saw
I would have
them.
just been like,
I would have just been like,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
But I'm glad Andrew saw them at least, because he was pretty hyped.
Yeah.
He's like, yes.
I'm so happy my Travie made it to the big game.
One step closer to
Kelsey being my last name.
And if you play like you ain't worthy,
You can call me Mrs. Taylor Purdy.
that song is crazy.
Guys, who else knows that song? Probably anyone that's on TikTok.
Yeah.
Am I getting a phone call?
It's
Andrew's
Andrew.
calling me. Wait, I'm going to answer it. Hello?
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hi, what's up?
Bro,
What?
I'm taking, so I have an exam today, but I also realized also taking it with another exam that I missed from surgery,
Yeah.
and both exams are worth 20% of my grade.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What the hell am I doing, bro? I just started studying.
I think if you study hard, you got it.
It's 40% of my grade.
Wait, it's for the same class, both exams?
Yes.
That's actually crazy.
What-
Am I cooked?
Yeah, I think you might be cooked, bro. But what's the subject?
Finance.
Ooh. What type of finance?
Intermediate finance, and it basically is about like the whole financial system of the United States. It's really bad.
That sounds like a lot to cover.
Yeah, it's literally all about like bonds and stocks and different types of derivatives and financial instruments.
Well, maybe you gotta do some Quizlet.
Yeah, maybe I do. Are you guys doing anything fun?
You'll never guess what we're doing, bro.
We're just chilling. How's your DJ career going?
Dude, it's immaculate. I'm the best DJ you've never seen.
What's your DJ name? Do you have one yet?
No, I don't have a stage name.
We'll work on that.
Yeah, we gotta come up with something.
Do you want to be DJ Drew or no?
No.
Really?
No.
What about Pooh Man Drew?
What about Vibatron?
Oh, yeah.
How about Angry Face 429?
His old username?
His Roblox username, Angry Andy.
I don't know.
Guess what me and Amber are doing right now?
Filming a podcast.
Yes!
we are. Surprise, you're on the podcast.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
You could tell
Yeah,
just from how we're talking.
a little bit.
That's really funny.
We're enunciating. We are. Well, Andrew, do you have any thoughts on Coachella? Anything you want to say?
Oh yeah, what was like your favorite part of Coachella?
Literally bumping into kids from my college.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, we haven't gotten to
That's
that
so fun.
story, but we will
It's so
explain
funny.
that soon.
Also hanging out with Erika Titus. That was
Yeah.
hilarious.
That was really funny with Erika and her friend Kayla.
Yeah, I don't know. That's all. But basically, I need to go back to studying. But Coachella was lit.
Okay, bye Andrew. Have fun studying.
Don't
Thanks,
be too
guys.
nervous.
We're praying for you.
Pray for me.
We are. It'll be okay. Deep breath.
Do my grades matter that much?
No.
Well, if you're gonna be a DJ, then no.
just skip the exam anyways.
But
I'm just gonna skip.
you're in Alexander, so we get straight A's, bro. That's just how it is.
Triple
Bro, they're
A's.
not so straight. They're a little wonky.
Bro, Andrew be like, I got an A-. Oh no.
Yeah.
It's fine. You'll be fine. Okay, well, you got this, bro.
Okay, thanks, bro.
C's get degrees.
Don't tell him that.
Be a
Please
DJ
don't
instead.
Please don't get me into Deloitte, dude.
Yeah, he's trying to rise up the ranks.
Finance.
Alright.
Okay, wait, actually, Andrew, where do you want to have an internship at?
Deloitte.
Or what was the other one? PwC? Are any viewers out there working at Deloitte or PwC and would like to give my brother an internship? He's a very hard worker, has very high grades. I know that we're making jokes about him being a DJ. He DJs on the side. At the end of the day, he's really smart and would be a great asset to your business. Hit me up.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay.
Alright.
All right. Talk to you later, Andrew.
Bye. Love you guys.
Bye. Love you too.
You.
Bye.
You got this.
That's
What
crazy.
a silly kid.
Wow, he's so funny for that. Day 2, once again, I did more stuff with YouTube. So in the morning, we were kind of arriving to Coachella pretty early, I will say, for Coachella. I think most people tend to get there around like 4, 5, 6 p.m. But every day, we're getting there at like 2 or 3. Did you spill the matcha?
Yeah, that's like the 5th time I've spilled it. Oh no.
Anyways, but so we would get there at like 2 or 3 because I would always have to film stuff in the morning. And on day 2, I was filming an interview with Teen Vogue.
Oh my god.
I know. So
With my.
yeah, with my friend Mai, who is also a YouTuber. I feel like if you're watching this, like you probably know her, but she's also a YouTuber in New York City, and she's one of my good friends. And it was so fun to record it with her because that kind of eased my nervousness a little bit to share it with one of my girlfriends. And we did like a little walking interview together, like you know when you walk and then they're like, who's your favorite artist that you're gonna see? And then I'm like, Peso Pluma. And then they're like, you know, like just like that. So that was really fun. And
It was literally like the Asian creator meetup of the century at Coachella.
actually it was. Also, I don't know if it's because I'm in a bubble of Asian American creators, but I literally am like, Asian American creators are freaking popping on YouTube, I feel like, and they are leading the way. They're lighting the way for us here.
Nobody does it like us.
Period. But do you also feel like there's a lot of Asian American YouTubers, especially like girlies, like lifestyle girlies are Asian American?
I think it's just like we consume things that are like, I don't know. It's just like our friends and also like.
True, but I feel like in New York City, the main YouTubers that I know of are all Asian, but is it just because I'm Asian? Question mark.
I think that's like semi-true, but also when I look at like the actual world, the top creators are always white. Ugh,
That is facts.
so sad.
But I think in New York City,
We have a good.
there's a lot of Asian creators.
Yeah, we did that.
We did that.
Yeah, day 2 was so fun though. Like best performances hands down. I saw. Oh my god, Blur was my favorite. I just love Blur. Guys,
Also, No Doubt was playing, so we saw some of No Doubt.
Yes.
That's really cool. Gwen Stefani's band that hasn't played together in like 9 years or something.
Yeah, and it was crazy because like we were at Coachella and we are obviously, as anyone would, trying to scope out the celebrities, and then we didn't see anyone. But then you go on TikTok later and you realize all of the celebrities were like a couple feet away from you and you had no idea. Like Donald Glover was in the crowd for No Doubt, probably like literally 10 feet away from us, like based on where he was standing. I'm like, oh my God.
I'm pretty sure Jared Leto was right next to me also.
That guy did look like Jared Leto. That was next to you.
I think it was Jared Leto.
Would he be at Coachella?
Well, I don't know, but it looked just like him. I think it was him.
Yeah, I also think it was him. That was crazy. But it was also interesting at Coachella, because it was my first time. I was experiencing lots of things for the first time. And I was like, just for fun, really wanted to see the celebrities, of course. And I realized the crazy thing about celebrities is that like you can try and spot them out and you think that they'll stand out, like they're different from everyone else in a crowd. And then you realize, no, it's so hard to spot a normal person in a crowd of like hundreds of normal people. So that was something where I was like, damn, they're all just normal people. And like,
Yeah, everyone's just normal people and they're all just chilling. And I mean, maybe the only person that would stick out to me would be like Ice Spice because of her hair. Or do you know,
like an iconic figure,
like someone with like really iconic style, like crazy
Nardwuar.
star, like yeah, Nardwuar was
saw him
getting
easily.
bombarded by people because he's wearing his outfit. He freaking looks like Nardwuar. You know it's Nardwuar, so he was getting a lot of like paparazzi photos or whatever. But
yeah,
I think for the most part, a lot of the celebrities that go there are wearing outfits just like everyone else and like just chilling and having a good time. So they're a little harder to spot.
Yeah, day 2 was fire. We saw lots of interesting people. And then we had day 3, which was sad for me and Ashley because we had to fly back early. You had crazy stuff going on the Monday following Coachella.
Yeah, so I wanted to come back on Sunday night because Monday I got invited to the DIOR Fall 2024 show.
What the heck?
I know. When I got the invite for that, I was like, are you sure? Like, it's for me. Like, that's crazy. But DIOR has always been so generous to me and so nice. And you guys have seen they've, like, gifted me a bag and, like, bracelets and earrings and card holders and, like, just such nice stuff over the last couple of years. And the girls that I've worked with there are amazing. And it was so crazy to get invited to that. I think it was DIOR's first show here in New York in a very long time. So it was like an iconic moment, and I felt so honored to be one of the New York girlies going and representing at DIOR, and they styled me and everything, and they had a makeup artist come do my full glam in all DIOR beauty, and it was so nice of them. I felt so pampered, and it was crazy. And it was also crazy to be like, I have to leave Coachella early because I have a DIOR show on Monday. Like, sorry guys. I'm like, holy crap. So this whole weekend, the amount of stress in my body is like not even like calculable.
That is so crazy. Like the stakes are so high for both those events, and they were back to back. And it's like I can only imagine because the imposter syndrome for me at Coachella was crazy. I'm like, why? What are we doing here? And then you're like literally sitting at a DIOR fashion show. Like what? And Anya Taylor-Joy was behind you.
Yeah, Anya Taylor-Joy was behind me. At the show itself, luckily, right when I sat down, I was sitting next to Lily Chi, who I actually know. So I was like, oh my God, like we've met before and we're friends. And I was just like, oh my God, thank God that you're here so I don't feel like I'm alone by myself in the show right now. At least I have someone to talk to. And so it was nice to sit next to her and then enjoy the show. And it was beautiful. And again, so crazy. And yeah, I feel like I was like, literally, what am I doing? I genuinely was like, what am I doing here? It's so crazy. What am I doing here? And then they had a little party afterward. I think normally there is not a party after fashion shows, but this one, since it was their ready to wear show, the timing was a little different and there's not other shows going on right now at the same time. So they had a party, they had drinks, they had food. And I got to like walk around and meet people and once again, see the celebs. And apparently Rachel Ziegler was also there, but I didn't see her.
My Hunger Games queen?
Yeah.
Oh,
and I thought I saw Jisoo from Blackpink and I was like, oh my God. And I like ran around trying to look at this girl because I thought it was freaking Jisoo. And then it wasn't.
Dang. We're so bad with spotting people.
I know. It's actually terrible.
No idea. But that's so cool. Yeah, so we obviously wanted to prioritize Ashley getting home for that. So we flew home early. But Andrew stayed in Palm Springs. And he luckily was able to meet up with some of his college friends and enjoy day 3 with like his friends there. And lucky for us, I think a lot of the artists on day 3 were like very DJ heavy and like not...
More like EDM vibes.
Yeah, like... We weren't missing anything like too crazy. There was Doja Cat and like Renee Rapp, which is kind of sad to miss. But
I've actually already seen Doja Cat though too.
Oh my God, we get it. You're doing
I
everything,
already
girl.
saw Doja Cat, so it's like I don't really need to see her again.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I saw her set. Did you see when she had like all the hair on her and stuff?
No.
Okay, you should watch back the set. Like, it just looked crazy. It was really cool.
Oh, yeah,
so I'm
Coachella
kind of
or
sad that I
where?
missed it. At Coachella, she had like an outfit where like she had a ton of hair and all the dancers had a lot of hair and they all look kind of like the It. Do you know from Addams Family, except with blonde hair.
Wow. Okay.
And it was really cool, actually. So
Dang, we're recording this right after weekend 1, and so I have not seen some things still. And also, what the heck? I wonder what weekend 2 is going to be like. Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, Andrew, we've talked to him about day 3. He said there was actually nothing crazy about day 3. Like, I don't even know what artist he saw, but he was like, like, they were okay. Like, days 1 and 2 were better. But he did have a lot of friends with, oh my gosh, a lot of fun with his college friends. And then he had to drive home, and that dude was exhausted. But I'm glad that he got to experience, like, a full Coachella weekend.
yeah, Andrew was the only one of us that got to spend all 3 days there.
Yeah. I also just remembered when we were leaving on day 3, we were getting food like from the hotel restaurant before we left.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess Noah Beck was staying at the same hotel as us.
Bro, I see this man everywhere.
Do you?
No, I just saw him last Coachella as well.
Oh, okay. So we walked into the hotel restaurant, and I, of course, did not have my glasses on. And then like I think Andrew whispered to me, he was like, I think that's Noah Beck.
No,
And
that
then
was me. I said that.
Oh, period. And then it was Noah Beck. And I had a moment where I like really made eye contact with Noah Beck. That's all I have to say. It was pretty magical for me. He was with his friends eating. And I'm like, dude, I was really I don't know what the hell he was like looking at us for, but I like locked eyes with him and I was like, and so that was fire. That was my highlight of Coachella.
You, queen.
Guys, just so you know, I did hold some pretty intense eye contact with Noah Beck. Yes,
Wow.
it did happen.
That's crazy. Yeah, I saw him at the first Coachella in the VIP section. Also, my first Coachella, there's the funniest YouTube video of Camila Cabello. Did I say that correctly? I always mess up her name. Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes, like, making out literally in the taco line. And so we are in the background of the paparazzi video of that happening because we walked through the taco line and you can literally see me like do a double take and be like, is that Shawn Mendes? Like, what the... It was just crazy.
Yeah, that was last year. You and Andrew are like, I did not know this until like you guys told me last week that you guys are in the background of like the infamous Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello makeout video at Coachella.
Yep.
And I cannot even imagine seeing that in real life because at that point they were like announced that they were broken up.
Yeah, I was just confused.
And
I
then you're
actually
like-
saw a lot of people that were broken up that were back together at Coachella. So don't want to out all of them. Shawn Mendes, I can out because everyone knows that. But
I ordered tacos from the taco place that Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello were making out at.
and were they good or no?
They were fire. Those tacos were fire. The Coachella food is actually surprisingly really good.
Yeah.
It is expensive,
Like
but
really overpriced, but it's actually not bad. At least
flavor is fire. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all of our Coachella tea. Pretty much, let's get into our favorites of the week, though.
Okay.
Favorite things about ourselves, favorite media of the week. For me personally, my favorite thing about myself, I'm so chill. I'm just kidding. I can't think of anything. I feel like this week has been a blur. I'm like not even thinking about myself. So yeah, I'll say that I'm pretty chill. And also I like making people laugh. No offense, not to be crazy. What?
Did you see I just posted a YouTube video that was called like Day in My Life at Home, and it was an upstate like nostalgic vlog where
Yeah.
we were upstate with my family and all the siblings, and literally 50% of the comments are, I love Amber, Amber's so funny. Have you looked at the comments on the
No?
video? It's so
Wait,
funny.
I don't even do anything in that video.
Yes, you do. You're just like, you're literally like reenacting scenes from like the
Despicable
Minions
Me?
movie. Like, what do you mean?
I'm going to steal the moon. Actually, I just said it so badly right
In
now.
terms of money?
We have no money. That's my favorite line. When we were at Coachella, yes, I did make Kirsten Titus laugh many of times.
Bro.
And I was like, I'm sorry because we've like met them and we're like kind of friends now, so I shouldn't be like,
I feel like we're like pretty good friends with them, and you're like, and then I made Kirsten Titus laugh.
yeah, no, but I was like, yes, because I just
What
like
did you
love
say?
them. I don't even remember. I think I was just like acting stupid. I would like say a sentence and then Kirsten would be like, ah, and I was like,
What if she was nervously laughing?
no, I could tell she was loving it. I could really tell. I just went way too in depth about that. I'm sorry.
No, you're
Anyways,
fine. It's like kind of hilarious.
guys, I'm just like happy to meet everybody. What can I say?
What can I say?
What can I say? And then my favorite media of the week. Post Coachella, I'm realizing, of course, once again, that Igor by Tyler, the Creator is like one of the best
By
albums.
Taylor Swift. Igor by Taylor Swift.
Yes, actually.
Oh, wait.
She
Okay.
slayed that album.
Yeah, she did. Go on.
Yeah, that Tyler album is so good. But mostly Blur was my favorite performance because I just love that band. And they played a song that I've never heard before, but it literally almost brought me to tears when I was listening to it live. And I was like, what the hell? It's so good. It's a song called The Narcissist by Blur. And it's like a newer single. So it's like, obviously I don't know it, but it was like so good. And I've been listening to it like on repeat since, and it's so good.
Wow.
There you go. What are your favorites, Ashley?
My favorite is the car motion sickness goggles.
The
and what
stupid
about
ass
it?
goggles.
Yeah, it would
Wait,
be
can I
so
grab them?
funny. Yeah, they're in the luggage case over there. But it was so funny because Andrew would be driving and like every 30 minutes he would turn around and burst out laughing because he would look at me wearing the goggles. Like he would forget that I'm wearing them. But also they genuinely helped. And I'm someone that gets like pretty nauseous when I'm in the car. And I actually was able to look at my phone while in the car while wearing these goggles. So it was lit.
They look like the Willy Wonka goggles. Put them on.
Hold this.
Like you look just like Willy Wonka in that one scene. Look at that.
I do.
That's so funny, but Andrew.
I'm wearing it for the rest of the podcast.
Like every time Andrew turned around, he was like, like literally started crying, laughing.
Yep.
That was crazy.
So this is like my favorite object. Genuinely, I feel like it just makes me feel more calm when I'm wearing them. So I might continue to wear them all the time. And then as for media, my favorite song right now is actually the AI Taylor Swift song that we sang earlier.
Oh,
I genuinely like listen to that song.
that's so good.
I'm just like, wow, like she's so happy that Travi made it to the big game. And if he doesn't play like he's worthy, she's going to be Taylor Purdy,
yeah.
Mrs. Taylor Purdy. And also, generally, I am proud of myself for making it through the week and having quite literally the biggest weekend of my life with ATEEZ and YouTube and DIOR, and it's crazy. The collabs go crazy, and I like still feel so honored and low-key am having imposter syndrome a little bit.
You're sus. Get it? Because you're the imposter.
Yeah, I think I get it.
I'm going to vote you out. You vented. Guys, we need to bring back Among Us.
Bro, literally.
Ever since Among Us kind of like stopped being a popular thing, I've been heartbroken every day. Every time I'm with my friends, like a group bigger than 5, I'm like, guys, let's play Among Us. And then they're like, haha, that's so funny. I'm like, I'm actually being serious. Pull out your phones right now.
Playing Among Us, like, when you're all in the same room is kind of crazy, though.
There was a, like, week at college where I pulled it off and I, like, actually convinced my friends to play. And it was the best week of everybody's life. And then they were like, okay, let's stop playing. This is kind of, like, kind of cringe. And I was like, guys, is it cringe or is this actually the most fun we've ever had?
Well, I think Among Us also, they keep adding more and more to it where I don't even know how to play anymore.
Yeah, too many maps, too many weird things. Let's stick to the basics, guys.
Yeah, let's stick to the original map.
I miss the old Among Us. That's pretty much it for our Coachella stories. It was a lit, crazy movie. Mm-hmm. Blessed. And actually, one of the most fun parts about Coachella was meeting a bunch of you guys. I don't know if any of you are listening,
Oh,
but
yes.
we were like bumping into people all day long, and it was so fun because then we got to be like, oh my God, what artists are you excited to see? And
Yeah.
like, what are you doing here?
And we get to take group photos with all of the Alexander siblings, which is kind of rare. So
Right?
that was also really fun.
And all of your guys' outfits were fire. I
Yes.
was like, whoa, this is actually like amazing to see everybody's style and like what kind of fits they pulled out. It was so fun.
And I'm like genuinely honored because I feel like I'd be like, whoa, that girl's outfit's so cute. And then she would walk up to me and be like, oh my God, hi. And I'd be like, literally, I'm honored right now.
I'm like, wait, you're so cool and you know us?
Yeah.
What?
No, that's always
So
crazy.
fun. So yeah, thank you to all of you who came up to us. And for those of you who DM'd us after and said you were too nervous to come up to us, what the heck?
Never hesitate.
Never always come up to us. We literally don't care at all.
Yeah, even if like we're in the middle of eating or like something random, like we don't care. You
Yeah.
can just come say hi.
If you see my shoes under a bathroom stall and I'm in the middle of shitting in public, knock on that door. I'll open it up for you. I promise you that. Just kidding. You'll never catch me pooping in public.
Yeah, Amber literally will not ever.
I avoid a public bathroom at all costs, which is not good. Guys, just use the public bathroom. Don't be like me.
Yeah, it's fine. Or else you're gonna get a tummy ache.
A tummy ache. Or, God forbid, a UTI. If you guys went to Coachella, drop your stories in the comments. What was your guys' favorite crazy moment from Coachella? Was it Sabrina Carpenter's outro? Was it Taylor Swift in the crowd?
Or if you didn't go, who do you think had the best Coachella outfits this year? Let us know.
And also, why was it us? And explain in great lengths why you loved our outfits. Thank you very much.
Yep, thanks.
Thank you guys so much for listening. We will catch you next week. Love to be here. And beautiful twin sisters, out.
Beautiful twin sisters.
Sisters.